Mr. Archer. What will you do personally to bring jobs to Tallahassee County?
Well, the main thing is to get people back to work again in the county and across the state. That's one of the key issues that has come about, even from the governor's race on down to legislature and to the county commission race. The number one thing to do is to meet with the current business owners and see what can be done to and to talk to them and to see what can be done to improve their business so that they would hire additional employees. Now, I'm a small business person in this county, and I have seen the jobless rate go up because of the building industry that we have here in the county, because Lake Martin is one of our biggest assets that we have. And when construction is in full swing here in the county around Lake Martin, it employs a lot of people. And when I say a lot of people, the small business people, from the framers to the to the building supply people, to the people that's actually out doing the work, and that's a big thing. And to me, that's the biggest industry we've got in this county, in Tallahassee County, is Lake Martin. So what you would have to do is, and the economy it dictates this too, of course. And I see it coming back, and but we do need to be ready when it does come back, and take advantage of all the resources we got to make it attractive to start a new business here, because I believe the small business person is the backbone of this in this nation. So what I can do there is, again, being a small business person myself, I know what it takes to try to make money and to try to obtain jobs that I can hire individuals and put them to work.
How would you stay in touch with your constituents? And how would you prefer that people contact you?
Well, my phone number is in the book. It's and I do have a cell number, and I'll be glad to give that out too. And I've got all that on my political stuff I have now, and I feel very honored that they would call me and let me know how they do feel. Also, would like to open up the county commission meeting to begin with. If there's citizens that would like to come and address the county commission, that they would have the opportunity to come before the commission before the county commission starts doing their business. So that's one thing I would like to see, and I want to create a transparency, which is another word we've heard a lot the last few years, is transparency. And that's important to me too, because if you meet and not let the general public know what's going on, and if you don't notify the press, and the Sunshine Law is very specific about that you have to notify the press and have a notice of your meeting date, if it's your regular dates or any type of other special meetings. You have to post it and let it be known that you're going to be having a meeting, a special meeting, not just your regular meeting, but a special meeting. So I think it's very important to I want to stay in contact with the public as much as possible, and I want them to feel free to call me anytime, if it's a night, day, whatever, that I'll be available. And maybe in my term, if I am elected, that maybe we could have a townhouse meeting or something like that on a quarterly basis. And if you have if people have special needs, like if some portions of Tallahassee County does not have potable drinking water, which is safe drinking water, and I would like to get with those citizens, and have a get together and talk about how we can get water to those individuals, because I have city water through Jackson's Gap, and it is very important, that every citizen in this county should have that that luxury to have good drinking water. So staying, not get if I were to get elected, I would not wait, 4 years and try to go out and communicate with people. I want to stay in contact with people on a regular basis, and let them know Leon Archer is there with any type of problem. It doesn't matter if they're from the north end of the county or the south end of the county, east or west. I just want them to know that they can contact Leon Archer, and I will be there.
Should the highway department remain on district system, or do you believe it should be switched to a central office?
I think it ought to be to a central office, which would be a unit system instead of a district system. It is proven through the Alabama Association of County Commissions that the unit system, or centralized system as you call it, is the most efficient and most cost effective type highway department. And it is proven, and there's been studies from Auburn University about this, and the counties that were on a district system that went to a unit system have been very pleased with it. One that comes to mind, Elmore County is one that comes to mind, and they have been very successful with it. Back, several years ago, Shelby County was on a district system, and they went to a unit system, and they're a county that other counties go to see how their highway department is run and how it is set up. And it's been very, very efficient, very effective, and it just brings it into the 21st century of how things are to be done. Instead of having 4 districts scattered across the county, if you had one, you would eliminate 4 different types of equipment, and which is not needed. And if you had a central or unit system, the county engineer would be responsible for the operation of that unit system. Of course, commissioners would still have input on what needed to be done in their district, and you'd have priorities. The county commission would need to set priorities and work with the county engineer to on those priorities, and work on those individually. And that's why I feel that the unit system would be more economically suited for Tallapoosa County. About years ago, district system was a type system that was good in its time. But with today's technology and the way the engineers are trained, and with the amount of state money and federal money that comes in, the county engineer is more qualified to where you can use this money. And again, that's where the county commission needs to work with that county engineer and make sure that those monies are spent in the right places.
And the last one. Mm-hmm. Do county commissions get too much in the way of discretionary funds?
I've heard that over several years about this discretionary money and where it comes from. It comes from a tipping fee from every person that pays a garbage fee in this county. The garbage collectors, are employed, or they have a franchise or contract with the Tallapoosa County Commission, and that they pick up the garbage, they send it, they carry it down to Tallahassee to the landfill down there, and the county commission gets back a portion, and I'm not sure what that portion is. I've heard ranges, and I don't think you need to quote me on it. I'll just be guessing. I just don't really know exactly the figure that it is, but it's several $1,000s, that the county, that the county commissioners, that the five divide evenly, and it's their money to use as they see fit. Now, there's some guidelines how that money can be spent, and that's if it continues to if the county commission continues to have this this monies, it needs to be audited and made sure that that those monies are spent legally. I think that would be the new commission. That's something I think they're going to have to address when they go into office, because there is some questions about out in the county about how that money is used, and I have not seen anything illegal about it, but I have not. I just hear things about some things are spent this way and that way, but it is a luxury to have that. It's like the state legislature; they have a discretionary money that they can use, but it's the taxpayers' money. Everybody that has a garbage bill, that's part of that money goes into this fund, and the commissioners use it as they see fit. But it is something I would like to look at. I was involved in a little 4 years ago, and I really did not. I was in office a little over 3 months, and I did not really get into that discretionary money to see, how that absolutely works. So something I'd like to look into. I say look into it. Is it is something that is good, that benefits the people of the county? That's the main thing, and that's something that and I used the word transparency a while ago. That's a prime example of this discretionary money, that it needs to be open, and it needs to be used in a proper way that the citizens feel that they're getting a fair share of that.
Thank you very much.
I thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it very much.
And we are